strange, how surprising, and how funny. But the very next moment he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk, commented, "What faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter. Starting up a correspondence with God? This was something unbelievable for him. He could never have such a faith. And he was impressed by this man who had written a letter to God. So, in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea. He wanted Lencho to maintain his faith in God. The postmaster, was impressed by Lencho's faith, and so he thought that if he himself could have that faith, but he could himself not have that faith, but he thought that he would surely encourage Lencho to maintain his faith. So, what he did was, he decided, in order to not to shake the writer's faith in God, writer was Lencho. He wanted Lencho to maintain his faith in God. So, the postmaster came up with an idea. He thought, and what was the idea? Answer the letter. He had written a letter to God. And the postmaster knew that God was never going to answer to that letter. So he decided that he would answer the letter. But when he opened it, it was evident that it was clear that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill. Goodwill, in a sense, that he was Lencho's well wisher and he wanted Lencho to maintain his faith in God, and so he would write an answer to that letter. But when he realized that it was something more than goodwill that was required, more than goodwill, ink, and paper. What was required, that we'll get to know. But he stuck to his resolution, though he came to know that he would literally something, not just reply. So he did not change his mind. He stuck to his resolution, his firm decision that he had taken. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. In that way, he collected some amount. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos that Lancho had demanded. So he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature, God. So this is what he did. He replied to the letter, and along with that he also money, and the money. Who or what did Lencho have faith in? God. What did he do? He wrote a letter expecting, say, 100 pesos from God. Who read the letter? The postmaster read the letter. What did the postmaster do then? Now he decided to answer the letter. When he opened the letter, he found out that he cannot just answer the letter, but he would also have to collect money and send it to Lencho, and he did the needful. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was a problem, sorry, it was the postmaster himself who handed the letter to him, while the postman himself handed over the letter to him. The postmaster, experiencing the contentment of the man who has performed a good, looked off from his office. So the postman handed over the letter envelope containing the money to Lencho. And what did the postmaster do? He was sitting in his office, but he was looking at Lencho as to how he would feel when he receives that. He was trying to know the expression. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. When he got the envelope and the money, he thought that it was, of course, he would get the money from God if he asked for. Such was his confidence. But he became angry when he counted the money. He had asked for 100 pesos, and the postmaster could collect a little more than a half, from in which he had contributed something from his own salary, some he had collected from his employees, and he had also obliged, he had forced his friends to give something for charity. In that way he had collected, but not collect the 100 pesos that Lencho had asked for. When Lencho saw that he was a little less than the money that he had asked for, what was his reaction? He was confident that yes, he would get the money if he had asked for. So he didn't look surprised at all. On the contrary, here his expressions are different. Lancho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence. But he became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lancho what he had requested. Immediately, so he had asked God, how can God say no to me if I ask for money? And he could not. For 100 pesos, he would send me 100 pesos. That's all. Immediately, Lancho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write. With much wrinkling on his brow, he had to make to express his idea. He was an illiterate man, and so to express his ideas, he needed to think a lot, and that brought wrinkling on his brow. When he had finished, he went. Sorry. When he had finished, he went to the window by a stamp, which he licked, then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. So he took the stamp, licked it, and then he put it on the envelope, and with a fist of blow, he affixed it. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, God, God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me that, since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Lancho. That's all. Was Lancho surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? No, because he was confident that God would send him the money. What made him angry? That he had received only 70 and he expected that this money, it was so because, say, the postmaster and they must have taken the remaining money. So, go through the lesson again and try to understand it better. Thank you.